So I'm Emmanuelle Ganne. I'm Chief of Digital Trade and Frontier Technologies at the World Trade Organization. Well, let me start with a few words on MLETR, the Model Law on Electronic Transferable Records, which is a model law developed by UNCITRAL. It plays a critical role to move to cross-border paperless trade because it ensures that electronic documents have the same legal status as paper documents, that they have the same legal effect, legal validity, and enforceability. And digital trade runs on trust, so legal framework like MLETR provide this trust. We need also other legal frameworks like electronic signatures, for example. And what we need is global adoption of MLETR compliant legislation and legislation that enables digital trade. So when it comes to MLETR, 10 jurisdictions only have adopted MLETR legislation. So we need to do much more to promote global adoption of such legislation. But laws alone are not enough. We need more. MLETR may be a foundation, but it's not the finish line. So what do we need? We need digital infrastructure. So we need to connect people. There are still 2.6 billion people that are not connected to the internet. Or when they are in developing countries, it can be at a high cost and at with a very low bandwidth. We need data centers as well. So we need digital infrastructure. What we need also is interoperability. Fragmentation is the enemy, be it fragmentation of laws or fragmentation of standards. So we need interoperability of standards. A lot of work has been done in that space, and we've seen good progress with data models being adopted by organizations like the Digital Container Association or FIATA. But what we need to do now is to move away from trade documents to data elements in order to ensure that data can move seamlessly from one end of the supply chain to the other. There's a lot of work being done in that space as well by the Asian Development Bank and the ICC Digital Standards Initiative to develop a global data interoperability model, and this should be our next priority. But beyond the global data interoperability model and data models, what we need is to promote global adoption by companies, by software and IT providers. What we need as well is interoperability of digital identity. Digital identity of companies plays a critical role in international trade because it allows to uniquely identify and authenticate a company in a context of electronic transactions and to attach verifiable credentials to this digital identity to be able to verify some claims, to verify compliance with certain requirements. So it helps to build trust. Today, there are a number of different approaches to digital identity or different systems. You have the TIN number of the World Customs Organization that is used in the context of customs. You have the legal entity identifier that has been pushed by the G20 after the 2008 crisis. You have also some systems that are decentralized that are based on DID standards. And what we need to do now is to ensure that these different systems are interoperable. And finally, we need to raise awareness. We need to build capacity. So a lot of efforts need to be done in that space to make sure that these standards, these different approaches, and that the right laws are being put in place so that we can move from pilots as we have them today to global digital trade pipelines.